Hello and good evening everyone. I'm your host Nigel and I welcome you all to the Earth Updated Show. This month the world celebrated many environmental days. Just for instance, World Animal Day is an international day of action for animal rights and welfare celebrated annually on October 4th. The feast day of Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals, with a mission to raise the status of animals in order to improve welfare and standards around the globe. Building the celebration of World Animal Day unites the animal welfare movement, mobilizing it into a global force to make the world a better place for all animals. Energy Efficiency Day, held on the first Wednesday in October, is a collaborative effort of dozens of energy efficiency advocacy groups around the United States. The message is simple: save money, cut pollution, and create jobs. Energy efficiency is the cheapest, quickest way to meet our energy needs, cut consumer bills, and reduce pollution. International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction, held on 13th October. The day celebrates how people and communities around the world are reducing their exposure to disasters and raising awareness about the importance of reining in the risks that they face. The International E-Waste Day is celebrated on 14th of October every year since 2018 to promote the correct disposal of e-waste throughout the world with the aim to increase reuse, recovery and recycling rates. 2021 is the 4th edition of the International E-Waste Day. Sustainability Day would fall on 27th of October 2021, although it might be different depending on the country, with the goal to raise awareness towards the importance of sustainability and also to share these insights with one another with the common goal of building a well-educated, responsible community. And the upcoming environmental days are World Vegan Day on the 1st November, International Day for Preventing the Exploitation of Environment in War and Armed Conflicts on 6th November, Climate Action Day on the 4th of November. And now moving on to green happenings from all around the world. First off, we have at Bedfordshire, England, drivers could possibly face fines for idling engines at schools. Drivers who leave their engines running outside schools could be fined for what a councillor called their detrimental impact on air quality. Two committees at Central Bedfordshire Council have discussed introducing fixed penalty notices. Engines idling is not currently enforced by the council, but if it is brought in, it could improve air quality, a council report found. Meanwhile, in UK, environmental campaigners have expressed disappointment after the government confirmed it would reject almost all the changes made to the environmental bill by the House of Lords. The changes included greater protection for ancient woodland and a legal duty on water companies to reduce sewage damage to rivers. The campaigning group Suffers Against Sewage said it was astonishing that in this critical decade for the environment, the government is opting out of amendments designed to better protect the planet and all its precious inhabitants. And lastly, China's carbon emissions are vast and growing, overshadows those of other countries. Experts agree that without the big reduction in China's emissions, the world cannot win against climate change. China became the first largest emitter of carbon dioxide since 2006 and is now responsible for more than a quarter of world's overall greenhouse gas emissions. Along with all the other signatories to the Paris Agreement in 2015, China agreed to make changes to try to keep global warming at 1.5C above the pre-industrial levels and well below 2C. China strengthened its commitments in 2020, but the Climate Action Tracker, an international group of scientists and policy experts, say that its current actions to meet the goal are highly insufficient. Therefore, the world needs China to succeed. And that is all for Green News tonight, folks. We have a special guest on call for our show today, Ms. Vishaka Raviraj, who is the founder and designer of Rags to Quilt. She is specialized in upcycling, quilt making, art quilts, textile designing and block printing. Her valuable work and contribution has been featured in Quilting magazine, and she continuously promotes the need to upcycle and recycle via her work as well as on many other platforms. Hello ma'am, good evening and welcome to the Earth Updated Show. How are you doing this evening?
Good evening, I'm doing perfectly fine. Hope you all are doing good too.
Yes ma'am, we all are fine here. And my first question to you is that the name of your organization is as unique as your products. So can you tell our audience, how did Rags to Quilt start?
Rags to Quilt started about 9 years back. I was a housewife taking care of 2 kids, and I had the need to go and buy a quilt, but the market quilts were very expensive. So I put my sewing skills together and said, I'm not going to buy, I will use something that is at home. And I picked up one old silk sari and I made a quilt out of it. And that's when I realized that there must be other moms like me who would not want to spend so much money on a quilt. And I started Rags to Quilt. And the name is so because we put pieces of cloth together, basically rags, and we make them into quilts. So that's the name.
Wow, that's a very simple start, and I think something big starts with something simple. So,
yes.
Among your various campaigns, Ditch the Plastic Bag has been a hit with corporates, ladies and students. So can you tell us more about this specific campaign?
Okay, so Ditch the Plastic Bag was again a campaign started out of necessity. Whenever I would go to the supermarket or market, I would see people carrying loads of plastic bags.
Yes.
So I thought, why not make something useful out of the cloth bags that we have. So usually, if you see, if there are plain cloth bags, people, plain cloth bags, people are not very interested in taking this. So what we started in the campaign is we invited participants to come and block print these bags for us, So once you block print, it kind of becomes like your special baby.
Yes.
It's something that you have worked on,
yes,
and you want to flaunt it, show it around to people. So they started using these bags made by each of them and not taking plastic bags from the market. And it was a fun project. Even at corporate level, I've seen senior people enjoying block printing equally as students who enjoy block printing. So that campaign started this way.
I can definitely see why the students and the corporates are so interested, because those bags look really amazing. So can you tell our audience, what does Rags to Quilt have to offer for the future? Like, do you have any future endeavors?
So Rags to Quilts, like I told you, I'll show you a quick quilt that I had made. So basically our motto is, don't throw, upcycle.
Yes.
So this is a art quilt which I had made out of scrap that was generated in my workshop. Okay, yes. So in Rags to Quilts, we are trying to encourage people to use stuff that they have at home. So let's say, for example, you have a lot of clothes and you don't want to use them. So we say you give it to us and we will quilt it for you.
Wow.
Okay. And then after that, we are using a lot of plastic package waste these days. And we are making these bags which are just out of supermarket waste that is generated. And then milk packets, something that people get every day and throw it. We are using these milk packets to make mats and seating, units, which people can take outside on a rainy day or a wet area and use it instead of just throwing it and ending up in landfill. So these are the few things that we are working on.
Yes, ma'am. Upcycling is something that we at Earthsmiles also strive to, spread awareness about. So before we let you go, can you please tell our audience, what is your favorite product of Rags to Quilt and why?
Of course, all are my favorite, but most favorite are the sari quilts that I make.
Okay.
Because lot of women these days have tons of saris sitting in their cupboard. So we encourage them to give us those saris and we make lovely, beautiful quilts out of them, and which they and their family members can use it instead of just being in the cupboard for months together. So making sari quilts is my most favorite thing.
Wow, that is definitely beautiful, ma'am. And well, thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. All the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you. All the best to you too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Greenmind and welcome back to Mr. Greenmind's workshop. Every now and then we order food online and plastic containers piles up at our home. So today let's make an awesome gadget out of those plastic containers. So let's get started. In order to make one, you'll be needing a 750 ml transparent plastic container, a steel or an aluminum container, a balloon, foil paper and some hot glue. First take the 750 ml transparent container and make a small hole at the bottom on the side. Then mark the diameter of the steel container on the transparent container's lid and cut it accordingly. Now paint the outside of the steel container with some black spray paint. Fit the steel container with the lid and seal it with some hot glue. Now cover the bottom of the transparent container with some foil paper and then blow the balloon till it covers nearly the entire area of the transparent container and tie a knot around it. Put the plastic lid, which is now attached with the steel container, back onto its container. Seal it with some hot glue all around. Now open the mouth of the balloon and let the air come out of it. And then gently, with the help of a wire, take out the balloon and tie a knot around it. Your solo cooker is ready to use. Just put some tea leaves with some water and let it cook under the sun for 15 minutes. The UV rays will fall on the container's lid, then will travel inside and bounce back from the foil paper to the bottom of the black surface of the steel container, and this continuously will heat up the container. There, it was so easy to make. If you happen to follow our steps and make a solo cooker on your own, then do share it with us by email, WhatsApp or Facebook. Until then, Green Mind signing off.
Hello everyone, I am your host Fiona and welcome back to Planet Pop. The theme for this month's quiz is biodiversity in India. So let's see how our callers do. Hi, can I have your name please?
My name is Adarsh.
Hi Adarsh, are you ready for your questions? Okay, your first question. The Narayan Sarovar Sanctuary in Kutch, Gujarat is most famous for which of the following? Your options are zebras, chinkaras, tigers or lions.
Can you repeat the question?
Your question is the Narayan Sarovar Sanctuary in Kutch, Gujarat is most famous for which of the following? Your options: zebras, chinkaras, tigers or lions.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Chinkara. B.
That is correct. Okay, your second question. The largest national park of Northeast India is located at, and your options are Assam, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh or Nagaland.
C. Arunachal Pradesh.
That is also correct. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, can I have your name?
Alright, my given name is Kevin Patrick Wan.
Hi Kevin, are you ready for your questions?
Sort of.
Okay, your first question. India's first moss garden has been developed in which state? Your options are Gujarat, Uttarakhand, Sikkim or West Bengal.
Option B, Uttarakhand.
That is correct. Okay, your next question.
Alright.
India's first pollinator park has been developed in which state? Your options remain the same: Gujarat, Uttarakhand, Sikkim or West Bengal.
Could I call a friend?
No.
To find out Alright. I think I might just go with the same answer to see if it runs.
Uttarakhand is correct.
Option B, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Right.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
Both our callers won prizes from earthsmiles.net. And just like that, you can be on the show as well. Just register at this number. I hope I see you soon.
everyone, my name is Cynthia and this is Teresa.
And welcome back to Earth Minute.
4 major roads in Kolkata are to receive pollution-free mastic makeover.
Oh really? And how will this happen?
Well, Teresa, next month the State Public Works Department (PWD) will repave the battered and cratered VIP road along with Red Road, Hospital Road and Mayor Road using mechanized mastic asphalt for the first time.
Wow, that's great. But Cynthia, how will this mastic asphalt help in the pollution-free makeover?
Well, Teresa, the latest technology will now allow mastic asphalt, which previously was baked on roadsides, therefore was generating a lot of pollution. But now, the mastic asphalt will be prepared in a plant away from the city, which will then be carried in a large boiler attached to a truck, where a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius will be maintained to keep the mastic in perfect shape. The vehicle will also be attached to a separate scraper, mixer and paver who will scrape the top and relay it with mastic asphalt.
Wow Cynthia, that sounds like a great venture. Hope they succeed.
And that's an Earth Minute. We will see you again next week.
Until then, stay safe and love the planet you're on.
Oh, hello there. Well, this solar cooker may look simple, but believe me guys, this is a perfect survival kit if you ever go for camping. It is really simple to make as Mr. Greenmind explained. So do try it yourself, and that is all for this edition of the Earth Updated Show. We will be back with more interesting gadgets for you to make, wonderful guests and fun pop quiz. Until then, be safe and take care. And if you like our content, please go and like our Facebook page and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram.